guys, I am Hubby, and I've got some exciting news actually. I just promoted to Master, so this channel is gonna have some TFT gameplay content out probably by next week. But this video is about some basic TFT knowledge that any player must have. So, some of the most important things in TFT is your early economy, is to use your items, play what you're given, and be flexible. Some of those things are pretty self-explanatory, I think, but let's just dive in the early economy first. So, what does early economy mean? It means you must stack a lot of money early game. So, you must reach 50 gold before you do anything. That means no rolling, no leveling up. The easiest way to reach there is through streaking. That means consistently winning or losing. Because if you just take one win, one loss, and so on, you're gonna lose a lot of money. So if you're losing early game, don't be afraid and level up to just put one more weak unit in. You are safe. Enemies don't really threaten you. So try to keep losing and you make money at the same time. On the other hand, if you're winning, you can just opt for a quick level up from level 3 to level 4 just to keep your streak. But that's on your hand. I mean, it's just something I do sometimes, and it's good to just keep in mind. Okay, another thing you can do that can help you reach 50 gold, and it's pretty easy to remember, is just have 10 gold before the first carousel. So it's that easy, and it really helps later in the game. So the question is, why do I need so the question is, why do I need an early game economy? Why just don't make a strong early game team? Because early game units aren't so strong, and having a stronger economy than the other players gives you a very unfair advantage. At mid game, where it all counts, where you're gonna start making your late game team, you're gonna have way more money to spend on rolling or just leveling up, and that translates on you being way more stronger than the other players. So yeah, that's the reason that early game economy is very important. So one more thing that's worth mentioning is scouting. And I'm just listing here in early game because a lot of people would just tell you to just scout at after level 6, maybe that's around 3.4. And that's so wrong in so many ways. You must scout from level 1. So scouting doesn't only give you information about the game, it just also helps you always be focused on the game. And just, if you scout from minute 1, after a while it just becomes a habit, and it's way easier to do it later on the game. So for now we're just going to skip the use your items part, because that's tomorrow's video, where I will talk about the best late game and early game carries and the best items of the game. And after that video, we're gonna just have some master tier gameplay, or hopefully just even higher, which is gonna break down the best comps and talk about the early game and their transition to late. So play what you're given. I believe that's pretty easy to understand, but let's just put some gameplay for you to watch while I'm talking. We all do it sometimes. We just saw an awesome comp, or we just won with one last game, and we go to the next game. We're trying to force it, and that doesn't work most of the times. So guys, try to get what the game gives you. So try to keep an open mind. You can't just spam one comp in TFT. It's not League of Legends. It won't work. And that gets me to my next point. You have to be flexible. Let's just say that you have the main pieces, the carries of a comp, but you lack the rest of the comp. You didn't force it, of course, because you watch me and you know that we never force a comp. Never. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing that out because I've seen it happen many times. You just miss the weak links of the comp. So what do you do? Do you panic? Do you roll to 0 just to find them? No. The answer is no. Because if there's something better in set 3, is that you can play different carry champions with different comps. And I'm just gonna give you an example. One of the most strongest and more flexible carry champions of set 3, Jin. So Jin is a beast. He's a monster. If you don't have a Bramble Vest or Infiltrators, he will probably eat you alive. But he can be accompanied by many champions. So, so I'll just give some examples quickly. We're gonna dive deeper in this Jin matter in later videos. So the most popular Jin comp is Vanguards. You play 4 Vanguards, Jin, 1 Karma for 3 Dark Stars, an Ash for the Sniper, and Lulu for Celestial. That comp is amazing if you have the right items and you just happen to roll it. But what happens if you don't? What do you do then? You have you can play another Jin comp. You can play Protector Celestial Jin comp, where you still have a very good front line, not as strong, but still very good. And you have amazing healing for your Jin. Amazing. You can play Darkstar, where you have 6 champions that are very strong and do great amounts of damage. You can play again 4 Vanguards, but with 4 Chrono. That means you put a Caitlyn in, and maybe a Thresh or a Blitzcrank or a Shen. You can play Brawlers with Jhin. You can even play 6 Chrono Jhin if you have a condition or something. But what I want to say is that if we have our carry and it's strong, it's 2-star or it's stacked or we have the right items, we don't panic. We are clever, we are smart, we are resourceful. So if one comp won't work, we opt for another. It's so easy, guys. The game is so easy. We just get very anxious and very nervous, and we just trip our own self. So that's for today. All this information I give you, I do it in my games too. So please use it if you want to just reach diamond or even higher. Share the video with your friends if you want them to improve too. If you want more content, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye guys.